Hey folks, Adam here, and I am literally participating in a Zoom meeting with a camera on me right now. I muted the meeting so no one would notice that I'm recording this, but I'm using my new StarryHub device to project on the wall from our conference room, and this thing is truly fantastic. Now, we're going to go over all the details here in a moment, but this allows you to have a beautiful bright screen in a bright room or a dark room. This allows it to track your audio to where the camera tracks me and I can have a Zoom call. I can present as a presenter, and this has a really impressive keyboard that I can use to make sure that I'm interacting with my friends. So this is a great device, very straightforward, easy to use, very easy to set up. I can screencast from my phone, incredibly bright, stylish, sophisticated, and chic, and we'll talk about later what a great company this is. So, if you're looking for a great device, this is the one for you, but I'm gonna go ahead, participate in this meeting, and then we're gonna give you some of the stats and figures here in a moment. All right, folks, so the meeting went swimmingly, absolutely happy with it. Now we've just gone ahead and put a movie on screen, and that's super fun too. We've used it for playing games like Mario Kart, but truly this is a all-star performer when it comes to meetings and things of the sort. This is a great business device, but you can use it for just about anything. Now, what do I like so much about it? First and foremost, let's talk about the high brightness. This is 2200 ANSI lumens. Now, with 2200 ANSI lumens, that means you can have a bright room in Florida, you can have a window behind you, and you can still see the screen, you can still interact just fine, because sometimes you don't want to turn the lights all the way down, or you've got a room with a lot of ambient light. This is perfect for that. Okay, so this is a great device when it comes to the overall brightness, and the LED projector is going to last for thousands of hours, so you never have to worry about it. Then it's got the AI video camera. It's got a camera facing me right now to where I can interact with somebody and it seems like real life. So the projector going this way, the camera going that way, and it has noise cancellation, AI optimization, it's following my voice, and it just interacts with those 6 microphones to make sure that my voice is crystal clear, isolating the voice and getting the notes like you wouldn't believe. People have been very upbeat and happy about the performance of this. All right, folks, one of the very cool aspects to this is that I can project from 4 different devices at the same time. That could be like a AirPlay, a Chromecast, mirroring, etc. And this is very easy to do. This can be very good if we're trying to show different graphics on screen, if we want to have a presenter and graphics at the same time, etc., etc. So yeah, this is really cool that you can do this with both your phone or your smart devices, your tablets, etc., etc., and we're able to see 4 screens at the same time. Folks, screen recording is also very easy with this device, so we can record an important meeting. Say this congressman here, say he was saying something very important. We could record it, both audio and video, and then go back to it. This is really good for instructions, tutorials, and meetings accordingly. It's nice to know that the device automatically centers and frames the speaker, which is going to make your meetings look that much more professional, something that you could broadcast pretty much anywhere. And that's really important, that you're getting that professional level broadcasting. Now, it's also got a very nice screencasting feature. So I've got my phone right here, and in our meetings, we can go ahead and I can just hit screencast, ties into the Caesar app, and I can screencast right to the device, and it's very easy and convenient, not distracting at all. And unlike some of those old devices of the past, it connects to the screencasting very easily, and that's something that a lot of older stuff just doesn't seem to do. Now, when it comes to the overall sound quality, I like the fact that this has the touchscreen right here. I can adjust the volume real quick. I think they're obviously looking to try and set the tone there, from the rehearsals, lost those gains in a minute. And it's got a very nice speaker. Sometimes hard to go from speaker to microphone to you, but the speaker quality is very good, very easy to pick up the quality of sound. It's got a 10-watt speaker for unmatched clarity, much better than a lot of the projectors that just put a higher quality speaker in there. That makes me happy as well. Now, this really, it elevates the overall experience. I gotta say, one of the things I like is this gets rid of a ton of extra stuff. I'm not gonna be able to name everything, but with the fact that it's got this top keyboard right here built in, very nice. And I know we're covering a lot of information here, but one of the things that I wanted to point out is that the touchpad is removable and you can control it from just about anywhere. So I'm controlling my screen, I can use the keyboard options, everything. I can take that around the room or I can put it back in place. It's got a simple on and off right here on the back to save the battery, and yeah, I can use this pretty much from anywhere. So it's really cool that I can use it with my Android device, my Apple device, I can use it with my laptop, I can do so much here, and when it comes down to the remote control, I can take that anywhere. So if I'm presenting, I can still be in control on the other side of the room. The fact that you don't need a separate projector, you don't need a separate microphone, you don't need a separate conference speaker, you don't need a conference phone, all the peripherals and a separate keyboard. This is isolating everything down to one machine. That makes me very happy as well. Of course, Caesar is great with their shipping options. They're very quick, going all around the world. They back their products, and they're a company that has some of the smartest engineers in the land, and I've experienced great things from Caesar. They've just done a great job, whether it's their marketing people, their customer service people, their engineers. You know, I've talked with them at various trade shows, and everybody there is top of the line. So you know you're dealing with a top of the line group. Now this is just straight up plug and play. I connected it to my Wi-Fi and I was immediately on a conference call. That easy, okay? A lot of the devices you're installing stuff. Of course, this has the latest Android and you can install literally hundreds of thousands of apps and do whatever you want on it. But this doesn't take a rocket scientist to set up either. It's also set up, look at this, cable free. I was just able to set it in the middle of the conference room and forget it and be done with it. Just that easy, not a ton of cables. Of course, you got the HDMI and USB-C and LAN cabling if you want in the back, but I was able to connect it to Wi-Fi, plug it into the wall for power, and I was good to go without a word to say. So this allows you a really good quality device, 6 microphones, isolating noise, and allowing you to be 360 anywhere in the room. We'll show you that here in a minute with a demonstration both by myself and with Amy. We've tested it out, walked around the conference room, and honestly, the sound quality is better than my video system here that I'm recording on. So very nice. This is a new meeting experience, okay? So I'm very happy with the auto framing, the intelligent noise cancellation. I didn't have to focus it. I didn't have to frame it. The keystone automatically adjusted perfectly. It bounces right up to the wall. It'll be up to 150 inches, from 30 inches to 150. I think I got this about 75 inches right now. It's really a sweet spot for me on this particular wall. And this easily does split screens as well. So whether you're in your conference call, you want to do a projector over here, a PowerPoint over here, and a face here, this handles split screens very easily. I'm looking at my notes here, and you know what? This handles a lot of different scenarios. Pretty much everything I could think of, I've been very happy with this device. All right, folks, so we're gonna do another test where we're gonna see if Watson has a good, like if he's able to hear us. Amy on one side of the room, I'm on the other side of the conference room. Watson, can you hear us all right?
Loud and clear, good buddy.
Okay, Amy, you wanna give it a try?
Hey Watson, how's it going?
Doing great.
All right, now I'm gonna move around and go far away to the far corner. Watson, are you having any problem isolating the dialogue or hearing what we're saying?
No, it's actually really good isolation, good clarity too.
Awesome. Okay. Amy, do you want to try moving to another spot and see if you can pick up your voice as well for men and women?
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. I can hear Watson like he's in the same room with us.
Yeah, it's making this conference call much easier. Now, Amy, in case you haven't seen, there's actually a camera here that will essentially track our voice. So for everyday meetings, when I'm on our Zoom calls, I'll oftentimes sit in this chair. I'll be able to present to the audience. They'll be able to see me, but I can see everyone on the Zoom call or the presentation. I can screen mirror, all sorts of stuff, and it's very easy. And you can see, in fact, let's see if we can show that. But we do have a small audience of people watching us remotely. So it's very fun that we can interact with people. They can hear us, we can see them. We're crystal clear, and it works out for everyone. So right now, I'm gonna take a second and remind you it's time to go pick one up. In this politically trying time, it's important to get a company you trust. This is a company that stands by their products. I've used their scanners over and over. I've used all their products, and I've never had a single issue with one, okay? This is an LED-based projector. It's got a great chipset. The projection, you can move it far away or close. Get up to 150 inches. I like the sweet spot somewhere between 75 and 100. I think it looks great in any environment. And it's auto-focusing or manual. And you know what? This thing is absolutely a beautiful design that I love, and I know you're going to love as well. So I can go into more details about the chipset and the CPU and the, everything there. But you're just gonna have to understand that this is a beautiful design, a top-end device that is perfect for both home meetings and office. Folks, it's time to go pick one up. If you're looking for something that will follow you based on your audio, the microphone, the presentation, absolutely beautiful. This is a great device that you're absolutely gonna love. Folks, my name is Adam. We're talking about the most elite products in all the land. And this one is indeed one of the best of the best. So it's time to go pick one up and get to shopping. All right, folks, we're gonna allow you to watch the up-close portion of the video if you want even more, but this thing is a winner. Thanks for watching and adios, amigos. Stick around for the up-close portion of our video. All right, folks, now it's time for the up-close portion of our video. First and foremost, you can see the box itself. I've always heard that when you see a more impressive box, like this all black box, it's a sign of a higher quality product. They put a little more time into even designing the box, which means that this thing they've spent a lot of time on. So very fun, very interesting, and it says StarryHub on it without a lot of additional labeling. Now the device itself, one of the things that immediately draws me to this is you can tell the attention to detail that they put into the lens here. Look at this big glass lens. This is going to project light impressively, and you can tell there's multiple layers and levels. This is not just your standard run-of-the-mill LED with a piece of plastic over it, okay? They have something going here that's more than special. You can also just look at it to tell that the speakers that are built in are again a higher quality than the competition, okay? You got this guy right here as well. You've got your LAN, your HDMI, your USB 3.0, 2.0, and your DC. So a lot going in. Now, on top of all of that, they have included the dongle and this to where you will have the ability to essentially like go wireless. So that's really cool. It says, yeah, just a great device that's gonna plug into the USB-C. And then on the top of it, I believe, and we're gonna learn more about this because this portion is filmed before we start testing the product. This gives you an opportunity to purchase the product. But this looks like a touch panel keyboard, really nice. And you can see, if you look real closely, it says signal source, focus, V+, V-, etc. right on the device. It's home and back. So this is going to be a very cool touch panel that is, again, setting this apart from the competition. And that's going to place right here. Now, like I was kind of starting to say earlier, we put the up close portion of the video at the very end because now that you've seen what this can do, you can either find out more information and see the product up close, or this gives you a good chance to go ahead and pick up the item if you're already sold on it. Now, they do give you all the cabling here. Here's USB-C. Here is your power cabling, and everything you need is included. They've just done a great job kind of wrapping this up for you. Here's the quick user guide telling you everything you need to know about it. The touch board, everything in between is straightforward and convenient. The power on and off. So a very straightforward device, powerful, stylish, sophisticated, and chic. So folks, my name is Adam. There's that power button. If you're looking for the best of the best, folks, this is a great opportunity to go pick this up. A premier product that's perfect for classrooms, movies, meetings, and a whole lot more. You know I love and appreciate you, but it's time to get to shopping and go pick one up. Folks, I love you. Thanks for watching and adios, amigos.